It is the year 641 after gods, when Gesma Celesta, a therapist, takes a walk to work, clueless about the patient who will enter the clinic that day. This patient is Madriel, a candidate for a president. Hello, grab a pen, we are going to design some characters today. I'm not telling you how you should do it, it's just how I do it, and maybe it will be helpful to you. I will include my brainstorming and doodling process as well, but to be honest, this is not a manual, I have a different approach to each character. I'm sure you already know this, but before the actual drawing, it is important to keep in mind what the character exists for. Are you going to draw an illustration, make a comic, or an animation? While planning an illustration, a one-time project, you can go crazy with the details as much as you want. The same doesn't apply to comics or animation, unfortunately. If I hate drawing armor, for example, I'm not going to put my main character into one and cry every time I have to draw them, and it's always going to be more than I estimated. That's the reality, I'm afraid. So rule number 1, simplicity. Next step I take is figuring out the basics, like when is the story set? Where does the character live? What's the weather like? What is their personality, their social standing, and what do they do for a living? Let's take my first main character, Madriel. That little intro at the beginning was exactly how my comic series Tri Isle Chronicles starts. First 10 years of the plot are told entirely on therapy sessions through Madriel's flashbacks. I need to design her past self when she was 19, right before her life started falling apart, and one for the present timeline when Madriel is 30. Just a quick note. This video is full of quick notes. I usually develop the characters and the world and the plot at the same time. At one point, the characters are more fleshed out, and I manipulate the world to make it work for the plot. And sometimes I don't know what to do with the characters. That's when the developed world comes with answers. For some of you it might be chaotic, but I like going back and forth between all these 3 story elements. Back to Madriel. First act of the story takes place in Highlands during winter. Madriel is a healer. She moves quite a lot on horseback, so her clothes should be warm and practical. She's also a granddaughter of clan's chiefs, so she shouldn't look like a peasant. She can afford more expensive fabrics and colors, like, for example, blue, which was really expensive back in the day. As for her personality, Madriel is a natural leader, not scared to take initiative, empathetic, cheerful, but also loves luxury and nice things, and holds grudge for a long time. I want some sharp edges in the design to reflect that roughness of character and temper. I'm not going to talk about shape language, but you know the drill with squares and circles and triangles, right? The circles mean usually that the character is friendly, the squares that the character is reliable and grounded, and sharp edges like the triangles have can mean that the character has some rigidity. Whoa! The spikes can be used against you. So it's usually seen and used for villains, right? Bonus. This is a fantasy setting. The Highlands are loosely inspired by 17th century Poland, so I would like it to show in the silhouette a bit. Just a bit. I'm not creating a historical fantasy. Just a tiny bit. Additionally, she is a walking painkiller, because this is a fantasy and I want my characters to have superpowers, alright? She has the magical ability to take away any pain with touch, with hands as the major tool in her job. I want her to protect them. That's why she is wearing gloves. She also has some scars from her past lives, but that's a topic for more lore-oriented video. You need to know for now that she needs her neck covered. My favorite detail about her design though is a small thing about her color palette. I know she goes through corruption arc. That's how I'm going to show it, through color. Madriel's color is green. If she is wearing it, it means she is content with life and happy. I have one scene when she looks through her things and they are full of green. That's so sad. If the hue of her clothes goes towards red, she is frustrated and more corrupted. Blue hue means guilt and black means depression. It makes sense because this is all told through flashbacks, and I don't think she would actually wear those colors, but she remembers the emotions, the feelings. That's how their presence reflects through the memory of her clothes. And because she has some vanity in her, just a sprinkle, I think that's how she would remember it. You can see her corset is yellow. That's like her default outfit. It means she's not really happy with her current situation, and I'm not surprised because there is ongoing war around her. I'm also unsure about her hair silhouette. You can see I change it all the time throughout the whole speed paint. In the end, I drew a little sushi fringe because my girl lacks balance. Symmetry is forbidden from her forehead. I sneaked a tiny detail into the design many people won't notice. It's the number of her braids. For now, she has one, but once she meets a certain person, she's going to braid her hair into two. And this person fights on the other side of the war. His name is Tanet Alasas. I know my name's unpronounceable. Unlike Madriel, he is new to this reality and just a dude. He has no magic, is what I mean. He is a captain and his crew is aboard a frigate named Arcaria. After 6 years of war, he was assigned to deliver ammunition and food to soldiers stationed in the east, so in the Highlands. Tanet is 24, like me, still unsure what to do with his life, but this war gives him purpose. He always wanted to be a teacher, but instead teaches young Marines when to shut their mouths. He's not a Highlander, he's from Morbihan, a desert country. This is tricky because his clothes still need to be warm, but communicate to the viewer that he is from another culture. When designing Tanet, I wanted to give him pretty polished look and then destroy it along with his hopes and dreams. Give him James Norrington treatment from Pirates of the Caribbean, basically. As for personality, Tanet is so calm. Nothing angers him, maybe injustice and harm of innocent people. That's it. Other than that, he is pretty self-loathing, anxious. Once he is set to do something, he will do it. No sleep, no break, just work. He's crafty as well and great problem solver due to his stoic approach to life. I think his anagram would be 9 wings 1, I'm not sure. Tanet is a teddy bear also, he needs a hug. Color-wise, he's always wearing blue. In his case, it means a sense of purpose. And when it fades, so does the color he is wearing. This is why at the beginning of the story, his uniform is a deep blue, almost black. He believes what he does matters. He is helping his people by destroying the enemy. Later on, during this arc, he loses his purpose. Feels like all is a lie, and we see him wearing a grayish color. Don't worry, he rediscovers some of the determination to keep going, but in the opposite direction. Hence the yellow scarf, which is a complementary color to blue. Complementary means it's on the other side of the color wheel. I feel like I could talk more about costume design, so let me know if you'd be interested in that. I could include other characters characters as well. There are so many I still haven't drawn, and not only them, I could also make some new costumes for the main characters, because they do have some costume changes, especially Madriel. And here are their finished character sheets. I still can't believe I can see them not in my imagination. I love them so much. They are metaphorically the land and the sea, a cliff leading to the tides, a willow tree beside a lake. Do you want a spoiler? Okay. Listen. They are both possessed by divine entities. Tanet doesn't know, because he's a human and has no clue. But Madriel, my poor summer child, she dreams of her past lives, or more like every death she died before. And they find each other in every single one of their previous lives. If you have any questions about the process, leave it below in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer, and let me know if you'd like me to talk more about the characters or the world building or anything. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.